2026 budget passed. Trilateral Defense Ministers Dialogue held in PNG. And Forum advocates for women political leadership. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. A prolonged debate in the National Parliament started around 11 a.m. yesterday and ended at 8 p.m. during the opposition's response to the 2026 national budget.
A total expenditure of $112.3 billion.
While delivering opposition's response to the 2026 budget, Shadow Treasurer and member for Madang Brian Kramer outlined Treasurer Ian Ling Starkey's statement as the 30.9 billion kina in expenditure represents 2,882 kina per person in Papua New Guinea, based on an estimated 2026 population of 10.7 million. Mr. Kramer said many families in the cities spend that amount in a month, and in settlements there is no sign of 2,882 kina in services or opportunities as people juggle rent, school fees and PMV fares with no safety net. He said this clearly calls for a national budget to translate into tangible outcomes for the citizens to feel and experience.
Mr. Speaker, we are told inflation is contained and that non-resource growth is averaging around 4%, with the government proudly claiming the strongest period of sustained growth in our history. Mr. Speaker, yet the trade store and the fuel pump and families see prices rising faster than wages and far faster than the quality of services. While informal workers remain unprotected from shocks, the budget that stabilizes Treasury while destabilizing households is not yet a people's budget.
He questioned the 4.9 million kina education allocation as the largest sector allocation on paper, without tangible outcomes when thousands of teacher positions remain unfunded, classrooms overcrowded, and schools wait for months to receive funds.
The judgment of history and our duty now. History will not remember whether this budget was 28 billion, 30.9 billion, or 32 billion. It will remember whether this House lifted our people or failed them. It will remember whether we told the truth about unrealistic assumptions, weak implementation, and corruption that bleeds the nation, or whether we hide behind the slogans like security with growth.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Today marked an important occasion for Papua New Guinea, Australia and Indonesia as their respective defense leaders convened in Port Moresby for the inaugural Trilateral Defense Ministers Dialogue.
Delegations from all three participating nations were present this morning, showing strong commitment to the discussions at this remarkable meeting. The Minister for National Defense and Emergency Services, Dr. Billy Joseph, welcomed the participating nations.
This trilateral meeting allows us to deepen trust, harmonize our approaches, and enhance coordination on issues that affect all of us, including border management, maritime security, humanitarian assistance and disaster responses, defense capability development, and broader regional peace and stability.
Minister Billy outlined that the region continuously faces increasing complex security challenges that need the support of other partnering nations to collectively address.
Our discussions today will lay the foundation for a stronger trilateral relationship, one built on transparency, shared responsibility, and mutual benefit.
Representing Australia was the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence, Richard Marles, who spoke highly of the meeting.
We have deep strategic trust between our three countries, but that is not something that we take for granted, and that is something which needs to be nurtured and deepened and progressed each and every day, and that's what this trilateral will do.
Deputy Prime Minister Miles says it is a unique meeting where it sets a new bar in the history of security for the countries.
I firmly believe that this first trilateral defense ministers meeting will serve as a milestone and a stronger defense dialogue, enhancing practical cooperation and contributing the meaningful to the security aspect of our region.
The Indonesian delegates' presence during the meeting today is a positive impression as they also embrace the agendas of security in the region. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The construction of the Papua New Guinea Defence Force Training Accommodation Project is underway at the Goldie River Training Depot outside Port Moresby.
This project is funded by the Australian government. It is an investment of Australia in Papua New Guinea after the signing of the Puk Puk Treaty.
What's good for PNG is what is good for Australia. And so we are really pleased to be able to make this investment of 15 million kina in this facility. Because in investing in this facility, investing in the PNG Defence Force, we see that we are investing in Australia's security, we are investing in the joint security of our two nations.
The PNGDF trainee accommodation includes 50 bedrooms, 4 new ablutions, backup solar power, 80,000-litre rainwater tank storage, and integrated fire management system.
It is a really important facility in terms of what Papua New Guinea and the PNG Defence Force needs to do in building its numbers, and we are a very proud partner with Papua New Guinea in seeing the building of this facility.
Defence Minister Dr. Billy Joseph expressed that Papua New Guinea is grateful for the continuous assistance from the Australian government.
Australia's commitment to strengthening PNGDF is evident across our nation. From land to sea to air, this support has taken the form of capacity development, strategic infrastructure projects, and vital training partnerships.
He stated that their support reinforces peace, stability, and defense cooperation.
This accommodation block will significantly boost PNGDF's ability to house and train new recruits. It is vital, considering the Marape-Rosso government's requirement for PNGDF to grow our force to 7,000 permanent members and 3,000 reserved by 2035.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The National Forum on Women's Political Leadership began today at APEC House, where political parties, women leaders and development partners came together to strengthen the new cause for gender equality in politics.
The two-day forum is organized by the Integrity of Political Parties of Candidates and Commission, UNDP, and UN Women. It aims to prepare women leaders for the 2027 national general elections. The forum is part of the Women Make the Change program funded by the Australian government. The event calls for stronger representation of women in parliament and greater inclusivity in political decision-making. Participants include political party representatives, aspiring women candidates within the Pacific, and former MPs who are sharing strategies and experiences.
There are so many women that want to do this, but there are a few that put their hands up and just go, I'm going to do it to the end, you know, like straight to the end. And that it's just the courage comes within us women.
The forum will also explore tools and resources to train and profile women leaders ahead of the next election. Cleo Dutton, National EMTV News.
During the forum, Governor for Central Province announced a proposal to boost women's representation in leadership. She is pushing for deputy governors' positions in all provinces to be reserved for women.
Governor Rufina made the announcement during the National Forum on Women's Political Leadership in Port Moresby. She emphasized that the measure would immediately place 22 women, one in each province, in the second highest decision-making role at the provincial level.
The position of having the deputy governor's seat reserved for women, deputy governors in the provincial assembly reserved for women only.
She says deputy governors' seats in the provincial assembly influence resource allocation and policy decisions. Governor Rufina believes this reform will boost gender equality ahead of the 2027 elections. The governor is urging political parties and MPs to support the proposal when it reaches Parliament next year, alongside constitutional provisions for appointed members of Parliament.
Women elected in 2027. Endorsement alone is not enough. The endorsement must come with resources, protection, and
members of Parliament.
Women elected in 2027. Endorsement alone is not enough. The endorsement must come with resources, protection, and genuine political support.
Since the country got its independence in 1975, only 9 women have ever been elected to Parliament. The proposal is a step towards equal gender representation and the country's progress in the next 50 years. Cleo Dutton, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab Sajina, yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum!
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
It's the season to win big with Telecom with our Big Pella Christmas giveaway. There's 5,000 kina up for grabs for 20 lucky winners. There will be 5 winners across each region. There are also weekly prizes of 1,000 kina for 20 weekly winners drawn over 5 weeks. To enter, recharge 20 kina or more on selected more bundles and Big Pella data plans, or get 50 kina or more of Get Power. Major prize drawn December 23rd. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom, the feel-good network.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative is a global reporting standard that provides open and accountable management of oil, gas, and mineral resources. EITI implementation in PNG provides a critical platform demonstrating the value that the extractive sector contributes to the economy through the disclosure of payments, revenues, and benefit flows. Through regular independently reconciled reports, PNG EITI enhances public understanding of how natural resources are governed and their benefits are distributed across the country. For more information, visit our social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, or visit our website www.pngeiti.org.pg or call us on 3133 772.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch. You're watching National MTV News. More PNG women leaders are needed at decision-making tables, as highlighted in the National Forum on Women's Political Leadership today.
PNG women leaders draw inspiration from female political leaders across Pacific region to enhance women's political opportunities in PNG. Ruta Bobo Namta, the Deputy Speaker of Kiribati, Tina Brown, leader of the opposition in Cook Islands, and Mereseni Rakuita, the first female solicitor and the youngest parliamentarian in Fiji, were invited to speak to the women leaders in PNG about the importance of women in politics. The Deputy Speaker of Kiribati, Ruta Bobo Namta, highlighted the importance of women involvement in decision-making.
I had to make the decisions that even my uncles doubted. They were like, oh, you cannot make it. I'm like, watch me, I'll do it. So I did.
The women leaders revealed their strategies, build solidarity, and create regional support for women in PNG to motivate and inspire them to take lead and make decisions in Parliament. Cleo Datton, National MTV News.
Women in politics from across the Pacific region shared the importance of male allies in their political journey.
Women in leadership need proper recognition, support and guidance as highlighted by all female leaders during the National Forum on Women's Political Leadership today. Mereseni Rakuita, the first female state solicitor and the youngest parliamentarian in Fiji, noted the importance of male support by stating how women's leadership in Pacific is shaped by cultures and societal values.
Women are ready. We have the talent, we have the strength, we have the vision. But to realize this full potential of women, we need men as partners.
The governor for Central Province, Rufina Peter, reaffirmed the significance of male allies and commended her male colleagues in PNC Party for being flexible in working with women.
When men open doors for women, support women candidates, challenge harmful practices and demand fairness in their own parties, the whole country benefits.
Women in politics from across Pacific region hope to see transformation as they are encouraged to work with men in their political journey. Cleo Datton, National MTV News.
The National Fisheries Authority donated 100,000 kina to Modilon General Hospital in Medang. These funds will be used to address operational challenges and others.
The National Fisheries Authority today presented a check of 1 million kina to the Modilon General Hospital. Chief Executive Officer for Medang Provincial Health Authority, Dr. Martin Damon, when receiving the check, thanked NFA for the support. Dr. Martin said the hospital needs additional funds to address some of the challenges faced.
Us to receive 1 million kina support from National Fisheries Authority that will help strengthen our financing as one of the pillars. So we're so grateful for NFA to support us with 1 million. That will go to support Medang Provincial Health Authority for Modilon Hospital, strengthen some of our systems there.
Dr. Martin said service decline and other issues at the hospital is primarily due to lack of funds.
And we have support services like laboratory, X-ray, and other technical or physical support services. And then we have staff housing, we have equipments, static plants. All this comes under health infrastructure. Number 3, we have manpower. Manpower is one key pillar of health service delivery. And then number 4, we have financing. Sustained financing is one of the pillars.
Meanwhile, National Fisheries Authority continues to be a significant contributor to the nation's healthcare sector, consistently providing substantial funding, equipment and infrastructure through its corporate social responsibility program. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
PNG LNG operator ExxonMobil has once again reaffirmed its commitment to supporting Port Moresby Nature Park's education zone. Today, this was demonstrated with the official opening of its newly built classroom and the presentation of 2 25-seater buses to Nature Park.
Nature Park Chair Lady Lorna McPassion highlighted that this classroom will teach students about the delicate balance of ecosystems, importance of conservation habits, and the roles of protecting biodiversity.
When a child sees a cassowary close up or learns how mangroves actually protect the coastline of Papua New Guinea, it does spark curiosity, and it also sparks accountability. And it's about making everybody accountable for our future. And that's the power of education and why today matters for us all.
Ms. McPassion said education is the heart of conservation, and by working together it is possible to shape generations to value nature and sustainability. ExxonMobil Managing Director said it is a significant milestone for the company to partner with the park for more than a decade, as it reflects the company's long-standing commitment to education and conservation in communities of Papua New Guinea. The director said the park provides not only the opportunity for families to come together, but also the opportunity for children to discover the unique wildlife. He said with the launch of the education zone, it will enable Nature Park to do more in educating children.
You have successfully created a safe, welcoming, and educational space that I'm truly confident will enrich tens of thousands of young lives each year, and in the process help shape the nation's future. This achievement speaks volumes for your professionalism, your passion for conservation.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Western Highlands Governor Wairapa has called for car travel suspension along the Highlands Highway following the release of a new video posted on social media regarding the recent LLG elections incident in the province.
Governor Wairapa had issued an urgent public advisory this morning following the circulation of a video released last night on social media. The video expressed a family's profound frustration on their demand for the full force of justice to be delivered without delay. This advisory follows the governor's earlier statement on Monday condemning the devastating matters. The 2 young women and a local student were reportedly burnt alive in an attack believed to be connected to an ongoing LLG elections-related tension on the outskirts of Mount Hagen. Governor Rapa has reiterated his call for justice and assured his commitment to ensure that all perpetrators are brought into police custody. He said ongoing police investigations must be allowed to proceed without interference and urged the public to remain calm during this sensitive period. Governor Rapa stated he had hoped to meet the family of late Josephus on Monday during a repatriation. Sadly, the family could not meet with him.
The province, I wanted to, because they were going to take the body home. They wanted to take the body home. At least I want to talk to them and show our respect for the province and say sorry and all that. We were waiting for them to come. And
Rapa finally appealed for unity and respect for the investigation process, underscoring the importance of following the justice system. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Now we take a look at the NAS farm market report. The kina closed lower at $0.236 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying at $0.2285, $0.3452 Australian dollars, 0.1885 euro, 35.34 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copra closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News will be back after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
With our Big Bella Christmas giveaway. There's 5,000 kina up for grabs for 20 lucky winners. There will be 5 winners across each region. There are also weekly prizes of 1,000 kina for 20 weekly winners drawn over 5 weeks. To enter, recharge 20 kina or more on selected more bundles and Good Bella data plans or get 50 kina or more of Get Power. Major prize drawn December 23rd. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom, the feel-good network.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mel Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mel Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Join us weekly on EMTV News A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insights for the latest on politics,
organizations are not performing their duty,
business, health, education, sports and more.
A Closer Look, 7 p.m. Sunday, only on your number 1 to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Joint Supervisory Body meeting was held today between the government of Papua New Guinea and the autonomous Bougainville government to facilitate post-referendum discussions and other key issues.
In attendance were Prime Minister James Marape, President of the Autonomous Bougainville Government Ismail Torowama, their respective delegations and development partners.
A covenant accord that sets the pace for where we are today. And we arrived at a Melanesian agreement that also now guides how we go forward.
Prime Minister Marape highlighted the 5 agendas to be discussed, which include the implementation status of the recently signed Melanesian agreement, updates on the bipartisan parliamentary committee on Bougainville, updates on the referendum sessional order, the UN's proposed package of support to both governments, and a facilitator appointment.
Eventually, the referendum result will then be brought to the parliament. And I want to thank again Bougainville for giving respect to the national parliament.
This meeting marks a significant step towards the country's support to Bougainville's independent political governance. Zola Inangwe, National EMTV News.
Furthermore, Prime Minister James Marape announced that the Joint Supervisory Body meeting today that moving forward, Bougainville will be a demilitarized zone.
Prime Minister Marape acknowledged the patience of the autonomous Bougainville government as both governments work towards Bougainville's political independence. Marape boldly stated that going forward, he is working to have Bougainville be a completely demilitarized zone, following the events of the Sandline crisis and the effects that it has had on the people of Bougainville.
So I want to make it absolutely clear, Bougainville is a special case. James Marape will make sure that no military ever comes into Bougainville in the future as I work to build PNG Defence Force to face internal security and external threats as a nation.
Prime Minister Marape hopes the National Parliament will consider the 97.7% vote on Bougainville's referendum to independence and continue to work with the Bougainville government and external development partners to ensure peace and encourage future development. Zola Inangwe, National EMTV News.
To overseas news, the death toll in Indonesia's island of Sumatra from last week's enormous flooding and landslide has risen to 700. Hundreds more are missing. Thousands of homes are destroyed and more than 1 million people displaced.
Every day it seems that the death toll jumps quite significantly here in Sumatra. More than 700 people have been killed as a result of these landslides and flash floods that were triggered by heavy rain last week, as well as Cyclone Senyar. But also, quite crucially, more than 1 million people have been displaced as a result of these floods. And with that comes considerable needs that they have, from food to water to shelter. We met some people sheltering in Langkat in North Sumatra, and they told us that they weren't getting what they needed. They said they'd received some private donations of food, but they said that they were effectively fighting over what little there was that they had been given. They were quite furious at local officials as well as the central government. In fact, one man who was going through the debris of his, what used to be his home, called on the government, called on President Prabowo Subianto to come and support his village and to fix his home. He said that he didn't have any shelter to sleep under that night. Now, there have been calls for the central government and for the President, Prabowo Subianto, to declare a national state of emergency in response to these floods, which would give effectively greater ability and also more funding for this response. Although he has resisted calls to do so, he told the people of Indonesia that the government did need to respond to the impacts of climate change. Now, here in North Tapanuli, landslides have been the key issue, and that's something that has, of course, contributed to the fact that there are hundreds of people missing. Many of them are feared dead under debris. We've seen search and rescue officials that have been using heavy machinery to dig through enormous amounts of muck, mud and other debris, trying to search for survivors, but most likely pulling out bodies. There are many communities who are still isolated, and Indonesia Indonesia's Disaster Management Service says that it's prioritising supply drops by air as well as by sea. Of course, now there is access that is improving around the island, which is really revealing the true scale and the sheer enormity of this disaster.
National EMTV News returns after the break with Truka Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
It's the season to win big with Telecom with our Big Pella Christmas giveaway. There's 5,000 Kina up for grabs for 20 lucky winners. There will be 5 winners across each region. There are also weekly prizes of 1,000 Kina for 20 weekly winners drawn over 5 weeks. To enter, recharge 20 Kina or more on selected more bundles and Good Pella data plans or get 50 Kina or more of Get Power. Major prize drawn December 23rd. Terms and conditions apply. Telecom, the feel-good network.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative is a global reporting standard that provides open and accountable management of oil, gas, and mineral resources. EITI implementation in PNG provides a critical platform demonstrating the value that the extractive sector contributes to the economy through the disclosure of payments, revenues, and benefit flows. Through regular independently reconciled reports, PNG EITI enhances public understanding of how natural resources are governed and their benefits are distributed across the country. For more information, visit our social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, or visit our website www.pngeiti.org.pg or call us on 3133 772.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
For Christmas, we do cook and nice air.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Join me every Saturday and Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. for some Christmas cheer and entertainment on Television Christmas.
Gift to give to my sister is definitely her own home and brush.
A good Lord has brought me this far. Another year.
Nothing like a good Christmas shake-up this holiday season. Join us in the magic of Christmas on weekends with Television Christmas. 7:30 Saturday and Sunday nights, right here on MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. Christmas came early for affiliate rugby league competitions in the southern region as they received match kits from Papua New Guinea Community Rugby League.
Community Rugby League Participation Manager Akusang says the leagues that are compliant to the requirements to be part of the mother body are receiving their kits.
So all in all, we will take care of NCD leagues and Tupsi camp as well because the location is close by. So Caro and Tony will head down this weekend, end of this weekend or next week to take care of the central leagues. And then we have the Mumas, Northern and Islands kids are already on the container and shipped to Ley. So we'll go up to the Islands and Northern, so we'll give at least as a Christmas gift to all our affiliate compliant leagues, we'll give a league kit each and a club kits to all the premiers. For NGI as well.
The presentation today was given to Port Moresby Rugby League, to Buserea, Motu Koita, NCDC Schools and Stanley Olo League to start with.
All in all, on behalf of Community Rugby League, just want to thank all our leagues in Southern for your patience. It's been a long journey and a frustrating one at times. You have the right to, some of the...
Tubuserea Rugby League President Sibona Maivaru says the code is helping the youths and more help is needed to the community level.
Rugby is also doing its part to control law and order issues and other social issues that are affecting communities. And this is a plea to parents and citizens that always support rugby league.
Representing the presidents on the receiving end, Sibona was thankful, saying the kits will greatly assist the progress of the game to the grassroots levels. The gifting of the kits will continue to other regions as they gear up for the better season in 2026. Charlie Dumavi, Chukai Sports.
The new franchise in the PNG National Rugby League competition, the Kandes, are hosting their second annual Nines tournament, which will be held in Medang on the 8th of December to the 12th. This competition is part of the Kandes pre-season preparations for the inaugural PNG NRLC season next year.
Kandes Rugby League Club head of football Stanley Teppen confirmed with Trukai Sports today that a total of 44 teams will be competing across 4 pools. He says the teams will come from within Medang, Morobe, West Sepik and the Highlands provinces as well.
We played in Medang, over 40 teams, so we've got 44 in total. They'll travel down, I think some are already in Medang, they've traveled down for the tournament from throughout PNG. Some have flown in, most by road. So the field, Medang, the Ron Albert Oval will be used with Medang Technical College.
Mr. Teppen, who is also a former PNG Hunters and Kumul coach, says the Kandes Nines competition is just the right platform to select a few young and raw talents to spice up the franchise in the inaugural PNG NRLC Premiership campaign.
Blessing in disguise, I think, and it's exciting for us to go and see and develop that partnership with the locals there, with the local teams, with the Medang Rugby League, the Medang schools, and not only Medang but throughout Ramu, Bundi, and all the other districts as well. And if we can find a couple of good local home-built Medang players, then that's a bonus for us.
Teppen concluded that the Kandes will be building the franchise slowly, but they are on track for 2026 season. He said there are also options to sign a number of marquee players to boost the squad.
We have spoken to a few, but we don't want to be just like other teams or teams that players play here for a year and then go and journey all around. We want to make sure that we do things the right way.
Pakatambua Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja na. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Barocco Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mel Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mel Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Join us weekly on MTV News A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insights for the latest on politics,
Organizations are not performing their duty.
business, health, education, sports and more. A Closer Look, 7 p.m. Sunday, only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Welcome back to Truka Sports. Hunters coach Paul Ayton is aiming to get more talents ready to give the national team head coach Jason Demetrio a tough challenge when selecting players for the 2026 World Cup.
The selection for the recently concluded Pacific Championship stopped at the Hunters and is more likely to happen for the upcoming 2026 Rugby League World Cup, in which Papua New Guinea will co-host. Therefore, Ayton is not taking it lightly, but to give the players under his coaching a shot against other PNG international to pull up the red, black and gold, the Kumul jersey. He added that this starts at the club level, meaning Hunters will have to perform well this year. Hunters are currently 5 weeks into their preseason training before a final squad is announced for the Host+ season 2026. However, Ayton believes that a lot of young players in the preseason camp will be able to make the Kumuls through their own commitment. Charlie Dumavi, Trukai Sports.
To overseas sports, and the Australian Matildas have defeated New Zealand 2-0.
In front of a packed crowd and in a really good sign ahead of next year's Asian Cup. I mean, next year is very close. It's starting in March. Sam Kerr, she returned from injury. She missed the 5-0 win last week with a bit of a calf complaint, but she was back. She played half the match, and that was her first start on home soil for more than 2 years. Just so reassuring to see her back in action. Australia really dominated the Black Ferns, Gemma. They had 14 shots on goal. Meanwhile, the Black Ferns, they only managed 4 shots on goal. It was the Matildas' final match before the Asian Cup starts on home soil, as I said. So it was the final chance, really, for players to put their hand up for selection. That is going to be massive here in Australia, and no doubt packed stadia for that event, which, as I said, starts in Perth on March 1st.
Truka Sports ends on that note. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
The Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative is a global reporting standard that provides open and accountable management of oil, gas, and mineral resources. EITI implementation in PNG provides a critical platform demonstrating the value that the extractive sector contributes to the economy through the disclosure of payments, revenues, and benefit flows. Through regular independently reconciled reports, PNG EITI enhances public understanding of how natural resources are governed and their benefits are distributed across the country. For more information, visit our social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, or visit our website www.pngeiti.org.pg or call us on 3133 772.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number 1 to watch.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy, then few showers and possible thunderstorms. Daru partly cloudy, then few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerama partly cloudy, then some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Alotau partly cloudy. Popondetta cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorms. To the Momase region, Lake City partly cloudy, then some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Madang cloudy periods, then some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak cloudy periods, then some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Vanimo cloudy periods, then some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Keveng partly cloudy, then possible showers and thunderstorms. Kokopon Rabaul cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Buka cloudy with rain and thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy, then some rain showers. Goroka, Banzen, Kundiawa, partly cloudy, then some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Looking at the small chips forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island to Kerama to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samurai Island, seas 0.5 to 1 meters. Waters of Samurai Island to Cape Vogel and all Millen Bay Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huengal to Finchafen, seas 0.5 to 1 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of New Ireland and Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1 meters. Waters of New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1 meters. Looking at the ocean forecasts, coral seas, seas smooth northwest to southeast winds of 5 to 10 knots. Solomon seas, seas smooth northeast to easterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. Bismarck seas, seas smooth to slight northwesterly to southeasterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas smooth northwest to northeast winds of 5 to 10 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 3rd of December, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Viewers are advised the following program contains coarse language.